Whew. Guys, ever since I was a little kid, I have always wanted to go to the jungle. But even now as a 19-year-old, I've never been to the rainforest. So I decided, if I can't go to the jungle, why not just bring the jungle to me? I'm very impatient, and there's a certain reptile I really want. So that's exactly what I did. Alright guys, so here's the materials we're starting with. So we got about 20 of these 2x4s, which will be the framing. And then we got 6 sheets of 3/8 inch plywood. None of that stuff back there, just these 6 sheets. 8 feet tall, so basically these sheets, but these are gonna be turned upright. So it's gonna be 5 feet long, 4 feet front to back, 8 feet tall. Yeah guys, I'm sorry, but it's gotta come out. I'm not really 5'6", like I've said. It was a joke. But I have to show you guys how big this thing is in comparison to me. So if I told you I was 5'6", it wouldn't make sense. It's about as tall as me putting my hand all the way up. So the main waterproofing here is going to be this stuff. Good old dry lock. A lot of people hate on this stuff for no reason, man. I've used it in like 3 enclosures already. It works very well. They're not going to be coming into contact with this stuff. Alright, so the first one is done 1 coat. I want to do like between 4 and 6 coats on each piece. This is how much it took for 1 coat. So we're going to be needing more of that stuff for sure. Alright you guys, so all of the boards, the insides are painted with 1 coat of dry lock. I ran out on the last one. My mom came in clutch. Shout out mom. So now me and my dad are gonna get to work to start assembling the actual structure. Alright guys, we had a check-in going on here. This is ridiculously big. So it's on its side right now. That's the top, this is the bottom. There's my hand for scale. It's not gonna help it all day. It's starting to kind of get dark here. We're gonna have to hurry, but we have 2 of the walls on, almost fully screwed. They're not fully screwed yet, but this thing is massive. I don't know how to use the flash, but. All right guys, here we go. Here it is. Maybe we'll pull up on here or no? No. It's like I'm in my own room, literally. This is crazy. I can't even believe how. Alright guys, so day 2, we're back out here. Gonna finish up the structure of the house, get to, or the house, structure of the enclosure and get to sealing it. Got some more screws here, so we'll see what it is, man. Alright, so here we go. So we have these. My dad had the idea of putting these halfway so you can't see them. This lighting is awful. So we have a 19-inch substrate barrier. I doubt I'll fill it all the way because these guys don't really burrow too much, even though they will have the option. But yeah, mostly for the plants. This will be all sealed. My dog, he's in here. But this is crazy, guys. I mean, everything came together so well, thank God. I'm currently in here painting this whole thing with the dry lock. My goal is to get rid of this entire can by tonight. You guys can see the sun. I don't know where it is. I don't know, but it's basically, was it like 6 o'clock? Let me see. 6:43. Hey, shout out Chris Applin for this photo. This is my screensaver at the moment. Absolutely fire picture. Alright guys, day 4. We kind of got rained out yesterday, but what we did is we put the last coat of dry lock on the bottom. So it's got like a ton of coats of dry lock. This thing is perfectly white in every direction. I had got the wrong type of silicone seal, so it's non-paintable. I wanted a paintable one for the last step. So what we did is we took some of this non-paintable stuff and we put it on the seams just for some extra protection, guys. This is not necessary by any means, but I figured that since we have it, why not just throw it on there? So today's goal is we're going to just, this is super sunny out here, but today's goal is to caulk all these seams, put some Flex Seal on, and then I was talking to my guy Eddie, Father Blue, on how he does his enclosures. So I got a pond liner per his suggestion, and I'm gonna put a drain on this as well, just for some added protection. Even if water sits in here, it's fine. We can have a foot of water in here, but this is a pond liner, so it won't really matter. But anything over about 1/8 of an inch will get drained. So cut the hole in there. Had to measure this length to know how much to cut the foam. I'm gonna have a 15-inch substrate lip with these 1x1s that this liner will attach onto. So before we do that, we're gonna give old Phil Swift a little bit of a run. I've never used this stuff. I mean, no, we used it one time. It like gives a rubbery coating. So I'm just going to do the corners mainly and the bottom just for a 50 millionth layer of protection. Don't let me down, Phil Swift. What the? Ah, he let me down. Hold on. All right, so it's a couple hours later. So we've put the liner in. I figured out the Flex Seal, had to switch the nozzle. So we put the liner in, stapled it, and now we're gonna put these boards, these trim boards around and then silicone those. Shout out to my dad, he's the one that's been doing the back-breaking labor, really, to get it all lined up and stuff, but it is coming together for sure, slowly but surely. Here we just put the pond liner in. There's the hole for the drain we still gotta cut out, but we basically ripped down these boards that were left over from the wall and we siliconed, and this looks terrible because this stuff is super liquid, I don't know why. And we sealed it all in. So now any water that hits this will run straight into this pond liner, theoretically down the drain. If there's any standing water, it'll get drained out. Alright, y'all, I've kind of lost track of the days. Day 5, I believe, but last time I was here, I forgot the camera, so I'll just give you guys a rundown. We threw all this insulation foam on the walls, okay? Now the reason I left some spots open was for vents. So we're gonna probably throw a vent right here and then another small vent in one of these spots. I have no idea where, maybe cut some foam out, but that's what we're gonna do there. So this went on, I used a wire brush drill attachment to carve away at this foam. This is all, I'm just making sure this is all like stuck, and it is. But yeah, wire brush drill attachment to carve away at this foam. I then hit it with a heat gun. So this is what the wire brush drill attachment does. This is very soft, as you can see. But when you take a heat gun to it, it makes it super tough. Like areas like this, super tough. This stuff still has to get hit a little bit more with the heat gun, but we are gonna do the entire enclosure today. Oh shoot, I almost fell. Entire enclosure will be done by today, and we should have it painted as well. All right, you guys, so I'm gonna show you a little bit about how we do this. This thing is loud, so I put this hearing protection on. Obviously a mask and glasses, because you don't want any of this stuff getting in your eyes. You don't want any of it getting in your lungs or anything like that. So let's throw these on. Now this thing drains a lot of battery because it's constantly going, right? Now, this stuff goes everywhere, so I'm gonna show you why we wear this kind of stuff. Ready? So this is like textured, and now you can take this and make grooves. So like that, natural pockets, and you see this stuff gets like everywhere. I look like the abominable snowman, right? You gotta hold it with 2 hands. If you don't, watch what happens. It trails, so you gotta go like this. Alright y'all, so it's basically done. Just this little piece up here, that piece, and then that piece at the top. Should take like another like 10 minutes. But while the drills are charging up, I'm gonna go ahead and hit this with a heat gun so I can show you guys kind of what happens. So here's the heat gun. You set it to like, I have it max temperature, obviously, because we don't play around here, man. So set it to whatever setting you want to. Okay, so important detail, make sure it's actually turned on or plugged in. So then we'll go to this section right here. Now watch what happens Actually here, better. Watch what happens, guys. So this foam right now is super soft. It basically melts. It melts the foam, right? So it takes it from this soft stuff and it hardens it and makes it climbable. So that will be done around the entire enclosure. You see it's basically right here. It's basically almost done. So just gotta wait for these drills to recharge and then we'll hit it with the heat gun. All right, you guys, so this is about all we got done. As you can see, the gray is on like half of it. So you can see there's still spots missing. I just put my hand in it. I would have had it all done today if I wouldn't have just ran out of material. I've been getting a lot less than I think I would need, so I'm gonna hit Lowe's on the way back home, grab like 4 of these concrete tinters, and then come back tomorrow, knock out the rest of the painting. It is full of this stuff. This has been a whole ordeal, but so we got it in. The room is a mess, so I'm not gonna show y'all. Like, I'll show you quickly. It's a mess. These are 2 big branches that are gonna go in here as well. But here is the mess of sticks and branches that we have currently available to mount in here. So the background is finished. I think it came out pretty well, honestly. Obviously there are some spots and some cracks that didn't get filled in, but you won't even be able to see those because of all of the plants that will be in here. So it's pretty hard, man. I really like how it came out. Got a bunch of nice driftwood. This piece in particular is beautiful. This is a nice barked piece. This piece has bark totally dry. These are gonna get mounted all in there, and we're gonna cut those to size. Little update on the Williams eye. Just hit my camera. Little update on the Williams eye. They're doing great. Male's looking beautiful. Female's looking beautiful. This will focus. They laid eggs again. These ones are fertile. They've been cooking for about a week and a half now. They laid them up there in the corner, which is super annoying because I can't take them out to incubate them. So they're at the mercy of the enclosure's environment. They're probably a little bit too dry just because I give these guys a dry out period, but we'll see what happens. If they hatch, they hatch. If not, it's okay. Eventually they'll lay in these tubes. Eventually, I'm holding out hope. But she's looking like she's developing again. So these guys have been an absolute joy. They're beautiful. They are personable. They eat like absolute pigs. All right, guys, so we cut this hole for the side vent. 1 up there, and then 2 holes for the lights. This is gonna be cork rounds are gonna be on the back wall, and then this is gonna be the main basking area. So now we're going to mount these logs. This is the current state. There's no room to move in here, but it'll be better. As long as we keep these V's. So guys, what we're trying to do is we're trying to make some vertical perches, and it'll kind of act as support as well for some horizontal branches. So this one's in right here. This is a vertical that kind of supports this big centerpiece branch that's in. What? I got it. What? You screwed it into this?
Yeah, I want to make sure it's...
Oh no, way off.
A little less. That's where I want to go.
Is it?
Yep. I'm going to go right into that area. You cut off. I know it's good wood.
Wow.
That's in there like that.
Yeah. Look at this. And then this is, that's good. I mean, the way we're supporting these big branches so that they don't fall, we're going to have to replace it, but it's the same concept. So we're putting these little pieces of 2x4 on the side, right? And it basically gives this something to rest on. Instead of a 2x4 down here, we actually used a cut off piece of wood. And so this is supporting this piece. This is screwed in from here. This piece is screwed in from the back and it's resting on here. And this is sturdy as anything, guys. Here's a little back view. There's that screw that's going into this piece of wood. We're gonna do the same thing over here. I've been saving this piece of driftwood for 2.5 years for this project, y'all. I kid you not. This one I've been saving for about a month and a half. But it is starting to look like a jungle in here. Still gotta put these screens up tomorrow. We're gonna staple the screens up for the lights, do the vents as well. It's really coming together. I really wish I could show you guys how cool it looks in person. But so I put the drain in. I mean, it's decent. It's not great. I kind of messed it up. But yeah, the caulk has been curing for about 15 hours now, so it's got a little bit more to go. Put the first guard in. It took me 2 hours, man. So it's not fun and it's lopsided, but it's okay because you literally won't even see it. So now we got to do this one, have everything cut. Let's go ahead and put that in. This one should only take me like 10 minutes. Alright, you guys, so I put up the UVB. Our light banks are done. Drains on, vents on, vents on. These two can be plugged if need be. So I went ahead and put in, these are 2 LED spots. This is the UVB. These LED spots are gonna be halogen floodlights. And I'm gonna have 2 massive grow lights right here that'll be here in a couple days. But I just wanted to get like a little test to see how it's lighting up so far. It's obviously not bright enough, but it's looking really good for just 3 lights, guys. I'm very happy with this. It's looking like a real zoo enclosure. All right, so the first plant is officially in Boston sword fern. So I'll tell you guys how I did it. If you look under here, there's a pot and it doesn't look like it's that secure, but what I did was I mounted the bucket into this branch, and I also mounted it onto a branch that supports it on the bottom, which is tied into another branch. And I basically just stuck it in there. So this will come out, like I can take this out, but I mean, I don't want to hurt the plant, but it's pretty sturdy. So same thing here that I did with this one, I actually did with this one too. So this one's even more sturdy. So I took a branch and put it right underneath here for support, and I screwed it into here, screwed it into here. So this is not moving, this is not moving, this is not moving. So it's very supported. And then here is the pot that I'll be able to put the fern into. This might be an issue, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Main structure of the branches, let me turn our UVB on, is good. So I got, quick recap, got the floor right here, the pond liner, the drain, the branches go all the way up. Everything is interwoven, interconnected, everything is super nice and sturdy. Mounted plant pots for these Boston sword ferns. Multiple pieces of wood mounted along the enclosure for extra climbing. I do plan to mount more, but right now it's not a big deal. I also got these. 2 Majesty palms, man. Whew. Speaking of substrate, here's the all-star lineup, man. So we got 6 bags of play sand. We got, I believe, 12 bags of topsoil, river rocks for drainage, didn't have clay balls, and a big bag of peat moss, which will help keep the soil a little bit acidic and prevent mold. There's like springtails and stuff around here. So we're gonna give this thing a quick vacuum and start getting it in. Guys, I am pooped. I am absolutely pooped. I put everything in there. I thought it would be overkill, but I put everything in there. So let me show you guys. There's about, man, I don't even know, 15 inches of dirt in here, which should be more than enough for our trees to go in. But it looks kind of bare right now. I know a lot of people would probably say this is good to throw. I can't say what I'm throwing into it, guys. I accidentally said it, but it got bleeped out. A lot of people say this would be good for them. I like to take it a couple steps further, so we're gonna go ahead and keep decking it out. So our current rollout is this: 2 good-sized Majesty palms, 2 Boston sword ferns. This cord's getting annoying, but it's temporarily there. 3 bird's nest ferns. Not sure exactly what species, but they're split leaf. This one is too. This one's just younger. These two are a little bit more developed. I've had these for a while, been growing them out. And then 3 of these regular pothos. I'm gonna get more of this. Hopefully this will spread all over the enclosure. So we're gonna go ahead and get all this stuff planted. Alright you guys, so here's what we're working with at the moment. So the palm trees are in, the ferns are in. Sorry I missed a lot of this because my camera overheated, but put a little bit of moss on the ground, some pothos, bird's nest ferns. Still get a layer of leaf litter, add some more cork, but she's coming together, man. She's really coming together. The humidity in this room is insane because there's no door on here right now. But hopefully, let's turn this UV off. Hopefully, within a couple days, we'll have a door on here, so. Looking sick. Real life jungle, man. Like, he'll be able to get all up in here. Got my feeder cups from my boy, Father Blue, Bioactive Works. Make sure y'all go check him out. These feeder cups will allow the animals to eat and drink arboreally. We're working on the misting system, or I'm working on the misting system. The Mist King right here is what we went with. It was a little hard to figure out at first. I'll show you guys the basics. So it comes with the bulkhead. Basically, you just drill the hole, put the rubber piece on the bulkhead, screw it in, put the nut in. You've got to use reverse osmosis water or it can clog this thing. Put the reservoir above the pump. See, it's draining down. And then this thing, I already tested it. It's shooting water out perfectly. And we have it hooked up right here. Of course, we'll have to fix this and make it look pretty later. But now I am... So I ordered this, right? Thinking that it'd be better to get the double bulkhead and pay an extra $5. It turns out it wasn't a good idea because there's got to be a way to do it. But I don't know how to attach other things to this. And obviously in an enclosure this big, you can't just have 2 misters. So what I'm gonna do is I went ahead and ordered off Amazon these. I got a 4-pack, hold on. So these are like the same, I believe they're like, what, 1/4 inch or something? I have no idea. Holes. And these will fit right into the Mist King. The hose will go right into these. So I'll be able to string 4 of these. Plus, if I have enough space, I can use this double. So let's go ahead and get those strung in. Been a couple days, enclosure's looking good. Still gotta get the leaf litter. The cork will be here today. All right, y'all, so it took a little bit of playing with, but I got the misting system to work. Hopefully it doesn't hit the UVB too much, but I figured with the humidity that this enclosure is gonna hold, we'll just keep it like this for now, and we'll add more if need be. We probably will have to, but at least I got it to work. That makes me happy. Alright guys, super hot in here. Now you may be thinking to yourself, wait, this build has to be, coming to an end at some point, right? Well, my guy Cody Kopp had something to say about that. He sent me these behemoth pieces of cork bark. Also, Cody, I appreciate you, man. Homie came through and provided a bunch more cup feeders, so we'll probably add, we got Eds in there, but we'll probably add some of these in there as well. But look at these pieces of cork, bro. These are beautiful. Like, I was like, yo, Cody, give me some pieces that you think this species will love. And he said, say no more, fam. This thing's about 3 feet long, almost 3 feet long. It's beautiful. Let's go ahead and put these babies in. Gotta fix the misting because water is getting here. And it shouldn't be a problem, but I don't want it to happen. officially done. The rainforest is done. Aside from like a couple pieces of moss, this is finished, man. I could not be more happy that it's done and just excited all around. Let me show you guys. So this leaf litter scavenged straight from a forest. So there's tons of decaying wood, there's leaves, there's little bugs in here, all to make this bioactive. The other missing piece was these two lights. Now these are from Thrive Ecosystems. These are extremely bright. I still have to get the cord out of the way, so don't mind it. These are extremely bright and they actually penetrate down to the forest floor. I'll actually go ahead and show you guys the difference. So here's the enclosure with no Thrive LEDs. And here it is with the Thrive LEDs. So much brighter, guys. This is absolutely beautiful. It's literally like having my own rainforest in my house. Again, so a ton of substrate. We got our forest floor layer, bird's nest ferns, pothos. We got 2 majesty palms right here. We got 2 sword ferns. We got another bird's nest fern. Tons of wood for them to get into. We got UVB 48-inch Arcadia, halogen floodlights, and these Thrive Ecosystems lights. We got misting systems in each corner. And we got a ton of cork bark. Let me actually get up here. Man, this is very high up, guys. Cork bark, tons of basking surfaces for these animals. And you see how high we are off the ground right now? We're up in here, super bright. Let's go ahead and get down because it's very warm in here. Very, very warm in here. These species like it warm. Oh, man. Okay. Well, there we go, guys. There is the giant jungle that is now in my house. I couldn't have done this without you guys. Special shout out to everyone who gave me advice, everyone who helped me. Special shout out to my mom, my dad, my mom for the sacrifice and my dad for helping me build this. Special shout out to just everyone who helped me with any part of this enclosure, man. I could not have done this without you guys. Seriously, like, I really thank you guys. Can't even name everyone because I don't want to miss anyone, but I love it. I love it. Now, comment down below. You guys will see very soon the animal that's going in here, or animals. Comment down below. Here's what we're gonna do. So what we're gonna do is this. Since I never did a giveaway for like 1,000 or 1,500, we're gonna do a small giveaway for this enclosure. So, comment down below what you think is going in here. Whoever gets it right, I'll put all of your names into a drawing, and I'll do not 1, not 2, but 3 drawings for a $10 Amazon gift card. How about that, guys? Just as a way to say thank you. So you got 3 chances to win. Whether you know what's in here or you want to take a guess, go ahead and comment down below. I will give you guys a hint. There's a lot of stuff up on my Instagram at Mr. WillExotic that will give you guys a very, very big hint and a good shot at this. So go check over my Instagram for an easy shot at winning a $10 Amazon gift card. Let me know what you guys think of this enclosure, man. It's massive. I mean, literally, I could stand in here. You guys can see my foot. You guys can see my foot in here. I mean, it's huge. But I appreciate you all for watching. I really do. I appreciate it. I couldn't do this without you guys. Appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure you smash the like button, smash the comments, share the living daylights out this video, guys. Let's get it to blow up. Not many people doing it like your boy WillExotic, man. Love you guys. See you in the next video.